So I've just completed my second year in mechanical engineering, and let me give you the rundown of what to expect if you choose to go down this route. I remember when I was near the end of high school and that time came where I had to decide where to dedicate the rest of my life. And of course, like many, I had no idea. But I do remember that I was starting to get into cars. So the only thought that came into my head, let's be a mechanic. Let's fix cars and get paid for it. That sounds pretty cool. But then I thought, for about 3 years now, I've been doing maths and physics religiously. Why not be a mechanical engineer? I get to design and build cars and get paid. Even better. Now, if you're like me, I had no idea what an engineer does. I was just assuming that I'd get paid a lot. And if you're thinking that this course may be a bit too hard or that you won't enjoy it, stick around, watch the video, and then make that decision. Now, I won't lie to you. It is not an easy degree, but it's definitely not as hard as everyone would like to believe. It requires your time and effort, and if you're not willing to give it that, then you're not going to make it far in this course. The days of a late night study session, those high school antics being like, let me just study for the test the night before, or let me get that assignment done one night before, will not work well for you in the later years of uni. It may work in the first year, but second year won't be as forgiving. You will be forced to adapt to new routines and allocate your time and effort accordingly depending on which topic you understand the most. You'll need to figure out how to allocate time for tests and assignments such that you remain calm and collected. The worst thing you can do is allow work to build up and end up getting stressed for the remainder of the year. Now, I know this may sound a bit scary, but it's true, and hopefully it will happen naturally as you progress through your course. And let me go through the courses you will expect to complete in a mechanical engineering degree. Now, in the first year, in the first semester, I saw myself taking a maths course, basically expanding on all the linear algebra and calculus I learned in year 11 and 12, and introducing a lot of new topics that I've never seen before. And then I did a statics course, which taught me how to balance forces and moments on an object, ensuring that it is undergoing no motion. And then I did an intro to engineering course. It's basically an English writing course, teaching you how to write like an engineer. And then I did an electronic systems course, which taught you about voltages, currents, resistance, and everything electronic circuits, and a bit of practical work on breadboards. Second semester saw me taking another maths course, which expanded on everything I learned in the first. And then I also did a dynamics course, which is statics, but now things are moving. And then a materials course, which taught me about the chemistry and crystalline structures of metals, polymers, and ceramics. And then I did an intro to programming course, teaching me how to write basic scripts in MATLAB and C. MATLAB is an essential coding tool that we use as engineers all the time. I say we, I'm not an engineer yet, as we students use all the time. And then the year that I've just completed, in my first semester, I did a differential equations for engineers course, basically teaching you what a differential equation is, how to solve it. And if you've never seen what a differential equation is, it's basically an equation that describes a dynamic system, something that changes with respect to something else. And then I did a design practice course, which is teaching you how to design certain mechanisms for certain applications. And then an object-oriented programming course, which is the first course in my double degree of computer science, which taught me how to code in C++ using an object-oriented matter. And then thermofluids, which taught me about heat transfer, energy equations, fluid dynamics, and more. And then the semester which I just completed, I did a statistics and numerical methods course, which entailed 6 weeks of statistical analysis and 6 weeks of learning numerical methods of solving not so easy equations, either with code or other means. And then stress analysis and design, which taught me about different stresses and strains a beam and bar can endure from different loadings. And then a dynamics and control course, which is 2 courses, which one being auto control, where you learn control theory, teaching you about systems, types of systems, feedback, and more. And then I did a machine dynamics course, which taught me about which basically I just applied my dynamics knowledge to mechanisms. And then lastly, I did a mechatronics course, which is half mechanical engineering, half electrical engineering, teaching you about like sensors, gauges, and many more electronics and their practical use. Now, if hearing all of that and none of it sounds interesting or appealing to you, then I apologize. I did a terrible way of explaining it. All this course just isn't for you. You're not going to get far in a course if you don't enjoy what you're learning. The only reason I'm still here is because I find it interesting and fun. I'm going into my third year now, and I'm learning all these concepts and theories to hopefully apply it to the real world. I'd hate to end up in a dead-end job that I hate. If you do go down this path, which I would recommend to anyone who's taking a liking to learning the physical properties of the world, how things work, mechanisms, blah, 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 then my number one tip to doing this degree is to not forget about life. You should have a healthy balance of uni and life. Go out, go do a sport, go to the gym, lift some weights, go do a combat sport, eat properly. Go on a hike, go see friends and family, your girlfriend, whatever. Here's an example. During exam time, I went on a 6-hour hike with my mates. It really helped me de-stress and relax during a really tough time. Things like that, while doing a degree like mine, really makes life interesting and fun. Without that, if I was just solely focused on my degree and I was just cramming study and doing nothing else, I wouldn't be interesting. I wouldn't have a life. I wouldn't be someone you'd want to talk to. And this is the whole premise of the video. Just, if you've seen this video and something here has caught your eye, I hope you go down this route. If so, let me know. And if you're already an engineer and you've stumbled upon this video, let me know what you agree with and what you disagree with. And that's about it. Right, thanks.